Hey folks, how's it going? Whew, it's been a trek this morning already. Like 2 miles through woods, thickets, prickers, weeds, power line trails, deer trails. Phew, I'm about 2 miles right now. Anyway, I'll show you. So I came from way down there. Way down there. You can't even see it. It's so far. But I had to pass a couple creeks, go in the woods. We're almost there. Right up on top of that hill right there. Right up at the highest point. There's a thicket of pines and stuff up there. We got 2 house sites. And if I can show you on the map, we'll see here. Yeah, here you go. I don't know if you can see that very well, but they're marked in yellow. This is the power line right here coming down. There's one right on the power line, and then there's one back here. This is a 1993 image. That's 98, I think. That's 95. Anyways, there's a house in there. And that one right there, this one didn't have a structure to it, so that was taken out probably by the power line. But these are the sites that I look for. They're hard to find out in the middle of nowhere. You gotta hike out to get it. That means the likelihood of modern dumping and modern trash is very low, besides the hunters. Yeah, we know what hunters do. Anyways, I'm going to continue on. I'm already all bleeding everywhere from these prickers and all that. But anyway, let's go up 2 brand new sites found on 1910 map. I know they go back earlier than that. So let's find out how early they go back. And let's see what we can pull up. We'll see you when I get there. We hope. Going that way. Oh look, burdock. I like burdock. Burdock's one of my favorites. But this thing, what in the world is this? Interesting looking thing. It's almost like corn. It's such beautiful country out here. North Carolina. Hot and humid. Very pretty. Anyways, we're here. We just got to go in here. These are the pines. 1, 2. That's the 3rd pole from the creek, the last creek. We're here. We just got to get in and find that site. It's not going to be very difficult. According to the, I think it was 2003 satellite image, it was still standing. Those homes will stand as long as they have a portion of the roof on. And that old metal roofing lasts forever. As long as it doesn't burn. Yeah, this is a pine plantation they planted. Alright, straight ahead, 1/4 of a mile, we should be there. See ya. Yeah. What we got there? Oh. You think that's a dog, or it could be a coyote, I guess. A little big for a coyote, or maybe coyote. Might bring that home. Still going. Still going. I think I see it. Straight ahead, right there. There's a large tree. See it? The shadow of it? That's one. There should be another. That is, yep, that's it. That's the spot right there. Telltale sign. Of course, that's what was in the satellite image. Utilize what you got, right? I hope this is a good hunt, at least. Hope there's some treasure. Gold and silver. That'd be nice. But, likelihood, these people are just farmers. Eking a little existence out here. But you never know. Alright, there we go. I think the structure is right there. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I see it. Well, there's one large tree. Where's the other one? Might be in the back. Yeah, that's an early home for sure. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Perfect. That oak tree is probably 200 years old. Easy. Let's go take a peek at this place. Oh, they had electric at one time. You see the electric box? It's not a log cabin, which I was hoping it was. So, we can put this, well, it's got log bottom, brick. We can put this house probably 1880s, 1890s. Yeah, definitely. You see, it's still got its metal roof. That's why it's still standing. That looks like a privy right there. See it? Well, let's drop the detector and take a peek. I thought I had lost my headphones. These things were getting nasty. Still work great. Still have excellent tone. But they were stuffed in my bag where I couldn't find them, so I bought new ones, which are better. The mono price. Very cost effective and awesome as far as if you're still using a wire. That's probably the best way to go right there. Well, I found one of their axes. That one's in bad shape. Good grief. I don't see a whole lot of stone out here to be whacking on. How do you break something like that? I don't know. The yard is filled with this stuff, just laying around everywhere. But what did it go to? It might have had a porch. It might have had a porch. Possibly. Maybe. It's hard to tell. It had 1, 2, 3 front doors. Lots of scrap roofing in this ground. That gives good signals. Oh, there's an old crusty mason top. That ground, look at how dry that is. Wow. Big chunk of iron. Part to a farming implement. That would have been the field out there that they would have planted in. And then there's another one over there. It's nice. It sits up on top of a hill, looking down into some small valleys. Very nice. Yep. We got another chunk of iron. No telling on that one. But we also got some pottery. Looks like a small plate. Yep. I don't know. Looks like a button. That is a button. Looks like it might have had an iron back. That's a button. Let's clean it up. See if we can see anything on it. Old hickory. I found plenty of those. Yep. Probably a coverall button. Yeah. Very common. Old hickory. Nice. This is definitely the road where they probably drove their Model T Fords. You can kind of see it. It comes through like this and around. And it's headed up that way, so I'm following it just to see if there's anything on it, and then I'll go back off in here and see. No evidence of children's stuff yet, no toys, no marbles, just a lot of junk basically. Junk, old junk, modern junk too. I am finding bottle caps, a few here and there, so nothing spectacular yet. We'll keep looking. Keep looking. See, yeah, we got a large piece of iron right in the middle of this road. Looks like a plow. Yeah, that's a plow point. Wow, look how rounded that is. Interesting. That's an interesting place to put your plow point. In the middle of your road. Okay, moving right on the back side of it. You know, funny thing is I don't see a brick chimney or anything. I think this is actually the second house. I think the one that I marked that's way over there, I think that's actually pre this. That was probably their first home while they were building this one. We will find out. That's probably why that one's gone and this one's still standing. Anyways, that was common to do that. That is a chunk of copper. What in the world would you use that for? Interesting. I like precious metal. Copper is a precious metal. Yeah, I don't see any evidence of a privy back here in the back of the house. They obviously didn't venture back here much at all. Very limited targets of any kind. All the business was done in the front. I had wood-burning stoves. Stove would have sat right there, and the chimney flue basically would have went up for the smoke chamber. Yeah. This is why I say 1880s, 1890s, rectangular now. Lots of them. Yeah, looks like they had the siding done like later. Well, maybe it was done when they were building the house. And look at how precise that is. I mean, that is good cut right there. I mean, these people, when they built these houses, you see that? Window hardware, that's for the shutters, so this would have had shutters on it. The shutters are long gone. You see the spike right there? That's where you find all the spikes. They usually put the beams together at the lower end. Are there any bottles under there? I don't see anything. nice structure still standing, and nobody's taking care of it. It's because of that roof. No roof, that thing is gone. It doesn't take long. Yeah, I think I'll just scoot around in here a little bit. This is the side yard, just to see if there were any kids that were playing. This isn't quite old enough for me. It is, but it isn't. I want to go check on that other site. And I think that one's going to be much older than this. So, let's see what we can find. Maybe we can pull up a 1909 penny. It's a bottle cap. See if you can read it. Come on, focus. Fine American whiskeys. We'll have to research that. I don't like to focus in your hand for some reason. There you go. Let's see what that is. Now we got some pottery and some glass out of that hole. And a shotgun shell that likes to ring up like a coin. Yep. Yeah, there's not much going on at this place. Very interesting. I'm gonna search down here now on the other side of this large tree. House is behind me. Well, something disky, but probably a shotgun shell. Yup. Boy, these are ringing up like coins in here for some reason. Look at the imprint. They sound nice. That's why I'm digging them, but plus it could be a button. Look how dry that is. Good grief. Yeah, I expect I'm only going to find shotgun shells down here. Well, yeah, it's not very impressive. Nothing really in the ground. Nothing to show for anything. So, if we go that way, I believe, yeah, straight through there, we should run into that other house site. I'm going to relic mode all the way. Interesting piece of something. It's got holes in it like it's a heel to a shoe or something. But also could be a tag, I guess. It's got an awful lot of nail holes in it. Can't tell what it says. It's reversed. This side is crusty. We'll save it. See what it is. Probably a piece to an iron kettle. Yeah, it's got markings on it right there. Could have been their stove. Their wood-burning stove. Looks like they had farmed this too. So the house sat up there a couple hundred yards on top of that highest point. And it looks like all of this was farmed as well in here. It was stripped and then they came in and planted pines. We're in search of that other house site. I'm thinking it was their original. Of course, they would have stripped it down and used all the parts. That's probably why it doesn't stand still. But I thought I had located it on the map pretty good. I'm headed there right now. Now we did find an 1800s home, a late 1800s home, but there was just nothing there. It's very sad. You got to use the terrain as a good indicator, because they're not going to build down there. They're going to build up high. And I think we're getting close. I think they're, because they would have been closer to the creek here. So that makes a lot of sense. Anyways, let me find this and I'll get back to you. According to this, it would have been somewhere right in here. And there is a remnant of an old oak that could have been an offspring of what used to be here. So let me venture down there a little bit more and we'll see. Probably was a log cabin structure, I would imagine. Well, I'm not finding it. This one is elusive, that's for sure. But look at the mound right here. That's not natural. Nope. Alright, so I'm going to venture back up and see if it's up there. When in doubt, drop the detector, start hunting. It's up here somewhere. I'm thinking right up there, maybe. This is the only sign I have had of something possibly being here. I'm getting some mineral hits, but no big signals of any kind. Let me venture off. I'll come up to the top of this and check that out, and I'll skirt around and hit down there, because the map actually shows it right about there, where that large oak tree is, right down there. Weird, I don't know. Maybe it extended out a little bit into the power line field, and they tore it down. I don't know, because they would have bulldozed that. I'll have to go out there and check too. But as far as reading the territory, reading the landscape, the most likely spot for a home site would have been up here, not down there. But on this map, it shows it down here. Weird. That's the trouble about finding these old sites. Just got to get out there and, pound the dirt and look. That is the only clear sign of something that I have found. That's not natural. Human made that. Human did that. So, why they did that, I don't know. Maybe there's a dog buried there or something. I don't know. Or it's left over from the old structure that was here. I don't know until we start finding something. I don't know. Alright, let's keep looking. And you cannot count shotgun shells as a location for a home site. These things are everywhere. I got some remnants of iron. That's iron staining right there. Could have been an old nail or something. Pretty deep. Oh, there it is right there. Yep, it's an old nail. Interesting. This could be where the site was. This could be where the site was, right here. That's a telltale sign right there. If you're not looking for nails, you're not going to find old home sites. Alright. But then again, I have found nails just randomly out in the woods, just laying up out. But a map says there was a house site here. So, you put 1 in 1 and 2. 1 in 1 equals 2, yeah. Map and nail. Gotta be. These sites are hard. When there's nothing left, there's nothing left. And the terrain looks weird. Very difficult. It was probably an original, bam, throw up a log cabin right here, just a small little one-room structure, while we build our house up on the hill type deal. I've found those before. They're difficult to find. They, you know, unless you see it on a map and it specifically says dig here, which they don't. It's a general area, but a nail helps us, so that helps us. We'll keep looking around in here. And it makes sense. There's a creek there, and there's a creek on the other side, and I was getting hits all in here, but nothing solid, just all mineral. But that makes sense too, because it depends on, you know, how deep these objects are, and how far gone they are. So let's keep looking. Maybe we find something bigger. I did find part of an antler for my father-in-law's dog, Molly. She likes to chew on these things. Looks like the critters already got at it. Just one. Good chew toys. Alright, let's move on. See ya. So I'm thinking that house site sat right out here. Somewhere right here. But not finding anything but mineral hits and spider webs. Well, that was pretty sad. We had two sites in close vicinity of each other, and the first one, had some age, but just didn't have the relics to go with it. That, I don't know. Interesting. Bottle top, shotgun shells, bottle top. It's got some little square copper piece, I think it is. Don't know what that is. And this is the garbage I was finding up there. Just garbage. That was interesting. Shine that up a little bit and see what it is. It's soft. It feels like, I don't know what it feels like. I don't know. Weird. Shotgun shell after shotgun shell. Just big washer. And we got one button, an old hickory button. And an old metal nail. Just not impressed with that. And an antler. Alright, so I'll go back. I'll hit the map again and see if I can pin this spot down a little bit better, because this terrain does not say home site right here. And you would not put a home site anywhere over there, and that's where the map said it was, right there. It's not. This would have been the most likely spot. It's flat enough, but then it drops back here, which is fine. I mean, they could have used that, cut that trees down and planted in there if they wanted to. But they got creeks on either side. Strange spot for a house. I guess you get what you get, and you do with what you have. So, anyways, alright, I'm rolling out. I got work to do. Yeah, so I gave up on the public relations marketing stuff. Just got tired of all the political nonsense in it. So done with that. Thank God. Finished. It was fun, entertaining, helped out a lot. But now I'm into construction, so Doing a lot better with that. More work, steady, and it's fun. So look me up. It's High and Tight Roofing, and we do exteriors, repairs, roofs, you name it, all that stuff. So good times. And high and tight because he wears a high and tight. Plus, you know, that business name just says a lot, you know. And yeah, so man, I wish I could have found more stuff up there at that site, but it is what it is. Yep. Alright, so I got a ton more places to look at. I just need time to get out and look at them, so bear with me. Thanks for hanging in there. You know, things are getting back to normal, so you can actually get out to these sites without much difficulty. The world's crazy, especially Americans. Hey, you know, it's simple. We have a U.S. Constitution. Yeah. That is what makes us American. If you follow the Constitution, everything's going to be okay. Don't try to invent new things outside of the Constitution. People like me are just going to look at you funny and call you weirdo and move on. So anyway, be American, support the Constitution, follow the Constitution. Be American, be proud Americans. Yes, proud Americans. This is one of the greatest countries in the world. Always. Despite the stupid politicians. Shut yourself off from those politicians. Don't even listen to those politicians. Stop listening to those politicians. Who cares what they have to say? It's all a bunch of nonsense anyway. Because when you come out here and you see America for what it is, this is the land of the free, the home of the brave. They're not going to tell me what I already know. Not a chance. Be American. We'll see you on the next time. Just walking along. Pulled that right up out of the ground. Right there. Nice. This spot is so pretty. I would half expect somebody to want to build a home up in here back in the old days. I don't see any evidence of such a thing. Beautiful spot. That's a big bitey. Woo, nasty. I'm back. I made it. Whew. It's a long walk.